Hey folks, in this 5e D&D character build, rumor has it, beneath the city of Waterdeep lives a reptile, a roguish reptile. I'm Nerdarchist Dave, and today I'm hanging out with
Nerdarchist Ted.
By the end of this video, we're going to meet certain expectations. Here they are.
For D&D players, you can get a fully fleshed out character that's Adventures League legal.
But maybe you're the dungeon master. What you're going to find by the end of this video is ideas for NPCs to put right in your game, maybe even a villain.
So Dave, why don't you tell them what they can find down in the description below?
We got a couple goodies down there for you. One is a link from D&D Beyond to the very character that we created over there, which we want to thank D&D Beyond because without them, this video would not be possible. There's something else. There's more down there. You're going to find a link to the DM's Guild where you can find a character build guide. It's pay what you want. You can pay nothing or $1 million. It's what you want.
So this video is inspired by a comment we received from viewer Pablo360able, as well as inspiration from the new Dragon Heist adventure that's coming out.
Awesome. But not only that, we are modeling this character build off a specific character. One, I'm sure many of you know who it is. But when you do know, we want you to leave a comment down below with the timestamp letting us know. We want to see who can find out and figure it out the fastest. Who's going to pass their investigate check. So, all right, now into the character build itself. Now, there was a couple requirements that were given to us by Pablo360able. He wanted it to be a Gloomstalker, Assassin, and Adventures League legal.
All right, so with Adventures League, you have the core books plus one. So that means we only have so many options. And we wanted to use something that was a little bit off-kilter, and we went straight with the Tortle, which, you know, now it being part of Xanathar's guide as your plus one, I think that was a good take.
Yeah, I mean, it opens up a bunch of options. Obviously, the assassin is a rogue archetype, and that's right out of the player's handbook. So we knew, you know, that's not a problem at all. But we also wanted the Gloomstalker, which is one of the conclaves or archetypes, subclasses, whatever you want to call it, for the ranger. And we knew we were going to have to go to Xanathar's Guide to Everything in order to get that. And, you know, we wanted to play with the races, and you know, I remembered the Tortle belongs to Xanathar's Guide to Everything, and I've just been dying to throw them in there, so why not? You know, this is a very, very stealthy kind of build. It's kind of urban, you know, so we wanted to do something a little bit different. Like we said, our race is Tortle. We're going to get several things from that. We get hold breath. We're gonna get stat adjustments to strength and wisdom. We are going to get the ability to go into our shell.
Don't forget that awesome armor class that's just like, boom, you got a 17, stats not included.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. As a matter of fact, you can't include your stats.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's pretty badass. And, you know, and also we get one skill from it. We get survival. So, hey, why not? We're an herbal survivalist.
So having those ranger and rogue levels where survival is normally a good thing, you don't got to worry about selecting it because it comes right in that race package.
Now, as we said, our character class has already been set. We need rogue and we need ranger, which this also means we're going to have some requirements as far as
stat splits go in order to multi-class. We need some 13s, but it's fairly easy because we need them in wisdom where we already get a bonus, and we need them in dex, and we're a rogue, so we're going to want that anyway. Having a good dex is never a bad thing, and, you know, let's dive into it. So usually when we get into this character builds, you're going to have to worry about, oh, well, what class, what subclasses are you having to work with? But Pablo360able did the work for us. He chose the class and subclasses that he wanted. So that's homework that's already done.
Right. So what does that leave us with? The race, which we told you we're going Tortle. The split, which we're looking at right now. The individual skills, the background, that kind of stuff. So we're going to flesh all that out. I think we're looking at an 8-12 split, Rogue Ranger. Now, I may also do some variants builds, and I'll put the links down in the description as well, so you can see some other ways we do it. And if I do that, we'll also put them in the guide as well in the DM's Guild. So we're going to get our skills from Tortle. Is survival. We already said that. Rogue, we're going to get acrobatics, athletics, deception, stealth, and thieves' tools.
As well as you're going to get disguise kit and poisoner's kit.
Right, when we take assassin at 3rd level.
Exactly.
Bam. So from Ranger, our multi-class, we're also going to get another skill that we're going to get to add.
And we're going to choose Perception because, I mean, let's face it, we're a Ranger rogue. We're skulking around the streets and the sewers. Perception's going to be pretty handy for us.
Yeah, I think so. Now, for our background, there's a bunch of good choices we could go with, but it's urban, right? So that eliminates some things, I think.
You know, if we go with Urchin, we're going to get some rangery, roguey type skills. And if we're already choosing them from our class, it means we're going to be able to pick whatever we want.
Right, and also, let's not forget, right, for our character build, Urchin also would represent an orphan as well.
That's true. And, you know, when you become an urchin, you're going to get a pet mouse. And a pet mouse for a turtle, not a bad thing.
I don't think so at all. So now we have to answer the question, what skills and tool proficiencies are we going to grab from Urchin?
Since there's already some overlap, we're going to go with Sleight of Hand, which they normally get. They would normally get Stealth, but we already have it, so we're going to pick Intimidation. We're already getting the overlap on the tools, so we're going to go with Vehicles, Water, as well as Calligraphy Supplies.
Yeah, cowabunga, dude. From the Urchin, you're going to get a really useful ability, whether you're using the sewers beneath the city or the rooftops above. The City Secrets feature is awesome. It lets you get around a lot faster, and I think that's going to be really thematic for the character we're building.
Not only does it fit the theme of Dragon Heist, but it also fits the theme of the character that we're building. So have you figured it out yet? Have you commented below?
So now as we delve into what we're getting from the classes, let's take a look at our rogue expertise.
So for what we're working on, we've got Intimidation, Stealth, Athletics, and Acrobatics. By the time you get all 4 expertise, these really fit and are incredibly useful for this type of urban character.
Yeah, that stealth expertise is going to allow you to disappear like a ninja. Acrobatics and athletics means you're going to be able to jump and dive and roll and tumble all over the city. I think that's going to be super useful. And then intimidation. Well, intimidation is very specific to this particular character we're modeling off of.
Absolutely. So next, why don't we look into our ranger abilities that we've kind of been pushing aside. What kind of things are we looking at for our favorite enemy?
Okay, so favorite enemy, we went with Construct and Aberration. Now we're going to pick some languages for this, so we're going to get Undercommon and Deep Speech. So this character has Undercommon, Deep Speech, Common, Aquan. He's got a bunch of languages. He's got a bunch of tool proficiencies. He's got a bunch of skills. So from Ranger, not only are you going to get favorite enemy, but you're also going to get a favorite terrain.
So the terrains we picked were Underdark, because it kind of fits with that sewer theme. And then we're going to choose for our second one, we're going to go with Swamp.
And there's a third one too. Don't forget Coastal, because, you know, Waterdeep is a coast city, just like some other turtles we know that live in a coastal city. Have you guessed it yet? Once again, there's a place for it down in the comments.
So next we're going to go into what feats this character would have. And if we're talking about a ranger rogue, we're looking for sneak attack. We're looking for a finesse weapon. So for this, we're going to go a little off kilter, and we're looking to use daggers and fighting with 2 of them. So we went with dual wielder.
Absolutely. That's going to do a couple things for us. One, it's going to increase our already impressive armor class by 1. We get to draw them both in the same action. All right, there's one other thing that's really important that we're getting from Ranger, other than all those other cool abilities and spells, but it's definitely something we got to talk about. And that is the fighting style, because it's going to play very heavily into this character.
So we're going to go with 2-weapon fighting. It really fits thematically. And, you know, let's face it, if you're going to be a ranger rogue, you want to have that offhand weapon attack. So 2-weapon fighting is the only way to really go and get the best out of it.
Now, if we want to get the most out of our 2-weapon fighting, then we should probably look at feats.
We went with, you know, for our feats, the only real choice we need to make is dual wielder, which is going to be able to give us the double draw as well as that bump to armor class, which, you know, who doesn't want plus to armor class?
Absolutely, which is already impressive from being a turtle. So now we have our 2 daggers we can fight with, or throw them as you need be. That double draw means we don't have to worry about action economy quite as much. It's quite useful. You know, after dual wielder, we only have 1 more feat we're looking at. Everything else is going to be all stat bumps.
So that feat is going to be tough. We've got an aggressive character. This is primarily going to be a melee fighter. So if we take tough over the course of 20 levels, that's 40 additional hit points. That is a sizable increase. We contemplated saying, do we give that bump to Constitution to be able to get another bump on that saving throw? But that +1 saving throw was not worth the 20 additional hit points that you sacrificed to get that.
I totally agree. There's also some cool abilities you're going to get from Gloomstalker that we haven't even talked about. Like the fact that if someone is using dark vision to see you, you are virtually invisible to them. You are able to use your stealth to hide from anyone with dark vision. Again, very ninja-like. The question is, have you guys figured out who we're building? What specific ninja turtle we've just made? The aggressive one, the angry one, the tough one.
The intimidating one.
You guessed it. It's Raphael from the Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like we said, you can go down to the description and you can get the links down there. You can check out D&D Beyond, as well as head over to the DMs Guild and download that character build guide.
Comment below what you think about this particular character build. Let us know what you think. Did we miss anything? While you're down there, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
So until next time,
Stay nerdy.